souls, I'm Alea. This is my channel, Alea's Angels, and this is my first ever YouTube video, okay? This is a small introduction to who I am, spiritually, physically, mentally, where I was, where I'm at now, much better. Just an overall little insight about me, okay? Yeah, okay. So let's get into the video, period. Okay. Dude, that's for you, babes. That's for you. Clearing that negative energy away. Because we don't do negative energy here. And then we put it away. Maybe we put it away. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys about myself. I said my name is Alea. Yep. And then I said, okay. I know I'm 19. Okay. I am a light worker, starseed, empath, witch. So those are some quick fun facts spiritually about me. Physically, I said I was 19. I'm currently staying in a SCAD dorm. If you don't know what SCAD is, but look it up, I guess. I'm not gonna be here forever. I mean, I'm starting a YouTube channel, so yeah. But what was I saying? Yeah, I smoke weed. This is almost out, so don't worry about that. This is a pen, so because I'm out of the good stuff, but so I only have this right now, but that's okay. It's okay. It's enough for me. Right now I have a crystal in my left hand, tourmaline, black tourmaline. Moldavite ring, period. What else can I say? What can I say? I mean, I very in tune with my psychic powers. I'm still activating some of them, some more of them. But I read tarot. I do tarot. And let me show you. This is I have 2 tarot decks and 4 oracle decks. This is one of the 2 tarot decks. This is the Heaven and Earth tarot deck. I just wanted to show you guys this one. I honestly love the photos in here. I honestly love the photos in here. So, let me see. This is the Justice card. This is the Hermit card. As you can see, very beautiful cards. The art is very beautiful. And I keep crystals on all my decks, which I can show you guys later. But I have an incense going too, as you guys know. We're currently sitting at my altar table. It's a whole table going on here. Let me think. What else, guys? What else? I can tell you. Okay, that's what I'm gonna tell you. What this channel is about, because I tell you a little bit about me. Like, fun fact, I have my nipples pierced. Whoopee. It was a fun experience. So, hey, that's all. I mean, that's all this really is a human experience. So, So that's why I was just living. So I went and I did something. I don't regret it. They look nice. um, but I mean, yeah, for real, like we're like that's what I'm here to talk about. The human experience. Really, like the truth of us being souls, just living a human experience, learning constantly, lessons and lessons. Change is always happening, death is always happening. I'm just here to talk about the truth, really, and hopefully you guys learn something out of it. Because starting on Wednesday is really gonna be our Matrix mini series that I'm starting. It's gonna be I talk about everything in the Matrix. So I'm excited for that. I hope you're excited for that, especially if you have not broken out of the Matrix. You should be excited to learn that you're in a Matrix and you need to wake up. Let me see. I have been using my intuitive powers since I was a kid, but I was unaware that I was using my intuitive powers as a kid. And so sorry, this incense. Okay, so basically, yeah, I was basically using my powers as a young age. But society, the Matrix, yada yada yada, things happen. I kind of disconnected as I got older from my powers. But we back. We're back. Period. And there's like this sorry. Lost my train of thought. How I woke up. Yes, that's where we're at, guys. That's where we're at. I was just telling you the mini story of how I woke up. I thought I had COVID, and I was like, oh no. and then I seen, TikTok or whatever. And I was just scrolling on TikTok, minding my own business. And, this is when I was stuck in the Matrix. So everything on my TikTok was politics. Talking about Joe Biden, talking about Trump, yada, yada, yada. And then randomly I'm scrolling. And, what is this? It was a random TikTok video talking about the ego. I was shook, okay? She was like, let me tell you what she said. She said, that voice in your head that's always saying negative things to you, but it doesn't sound like your voice? That's because it's not. It's your ego's voice. Come on. That shook me, okay? I'm not gonna cap. That shook me. I was like, because a little bit about me. I was a Christian, one of the diehard Christians. Not one of the God-fearing Christians. No offense to anyone, but I was not God-fearing because the way I was taught the Bible, fearing God didn't even make sense. I am God. Why would I fear myself? Yeah, okay. So basically, growing up, I was taught, God was loving. God forgives all. Whatever. That's what I was taught growing up as a Christian. And I was like, that makes more sense than anyone being afraid of that God. Anyone being afraid of the God, right? Sure. It does make sense. More sense. The God-fearing part don't make sense to me. But we'll talk about that later. And I grew up and I always would have these battles with myself. Like, I don't know if anyone else is like suicidal. Was suicidal. Because I had, sometimes the negative thoughts overturned the positive thoughts. When I was younger, pushing me into a state of depression and anxiety, very low vibrational. energies, had me in a state of fear, panic. Like, I used to get panic attacks. My anxiety used to be really bad. My depression used to be really bad. Like, I didn't get out of bed, y'all. Like, what was getting out of bed? What was even making the bed? You feel me? What was even making the bed type shit? And I'm not gonna apologize for my language. This is 18 plus channel. So anywho, like I was saying, yeah, so I used to have, like, you know, dark thoughts, like, even like thoughts about like killing myself and and I'd be like, you know, and I was so over life, and I did not like humanity because I just felt like, I don't know, like, when I don't know what it was, like okay, let me gather my thoughts. Okay, so it'd be, I don't know exactly what happened, but I was mad at the world. That's all I know, is I was mad at the world. And so I didn't really like humanity that much. I didn't like being around people. Like, I liked being around people, but I didn't like being around people. And I closed myself off, you know, just I talkative to my friends one time, and then they'd be like, okay. Okay. Like, and scoot. But and just scoot and just disappear for a while, and then be like, hey, you know, because I'd be having thoughts of, you know, just negative all around thoughts that I don't have anymore, but it happened. So now I have never attempted suicide, only because my soul was not gonna let me. I thought about it multiple times, and I thought, how can I commit? Like, I've like gone, like, I've never had attempts, but I've had explicit ideas and thought out plans. I never went through with the plans. I never actually attempted the plans. I just kind of thought it out in detail. I used to be that person who looked at a bridge and go, wow, if I fell from that, I'd die. Crazy. I should go jump. Type stuff. And like, and it was sad because it was just like, every time I looked at anything that was just high up, immediately my thoughts would go, we should jump. Okay. Like, we die if we jump up from that high. You know, it'd be like, wow. Like, it'd be like a weird, like, little darkness right over there. Like, oh, okay. Like, why are we thinking about jumping off a building right now? Like, you feel me? Like, okay. Like, I'm not afraid of death, but what was I doing? Okay, we don't judge. But I think about those things and I go, huh. But my soul never let me. Okay, my soul was like, ha! You thought we got things to do. You know, you're not ready to leave yet. That's why you don't do it. That's why you don't attempt it, because you know you got to stay here for something bigger than yourself. Period. We all have something bigger than ourselves right now going on. Like, there's just so much stuff going on. Ew. I'm sorry. I got a text talking about the COVID vaccine. I'm not getting that vaccine, and I hope you're not getting that vaccine, B. And I don't care if they make it mandatory. Okay? I might be spiritual, all about that peace, but if somebody come up to me talking about a COVID vaccine, like, do you want to go get the COVID vaccine? You have to take the COVID vaccine. I'm going to just have to karate chop you in your throat. Fair warning. Fair warning. Don't come to me about the COVID vaccine. I don't care. I don't want that poison. And you're like, poison? That's not to scare you, bro. If you want to take the vaccine, I wouldn't. But if you want to, don't do it. But yeah. So I don't know. This is my introduction video. So I'm kind of just rambling on about myself because I guess I want you guys to know who I am, a little bit about me, you know. and who I was as a person before I woke up. You know, I was a narcissist. I was super superficial. Looks were everything to me. Materialistic sometimes. A lot of holding on to things, not letting a lot of stuff go, and like that's normal. We're human, but I had to learn that that's not the way. But everyone is, on a different path. Everyone is on a different time table. Everybody's got their own pace. Okay? So, yeah, so I used to have depression, anxiety, panic attacks, very fearful. I was very sorry, I'm burping. Excuse me. But, yeah, I used to have all these things about me too, but when I woke up and I started doing research and getting more and more into everything about spirituality, I was just kind of like, oh. And of course, I'm still doing work. Like, come on, shadow work. I got things to work on, baby. But at least I know that. Like, there's some people who won't even admit that they have to work on themselves. And they're not ready to talk about it. They won't admit that they're not ready to work on themselves. And hey, I can't. I'm only here to help the people who want to be helped. If you don't want to be helped, I really can't do much for you. Like, I'm gonna send you healing and protection, baby. But if you're not willing to do the work, you're not willing to learn, you're not really willing to do your own research, what can I really do for you? Is the question. Like, I'm going to tell you the information. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to be real. I'm going to be so real with you. And I'm going to tell you everything to the T. But it doesn't matter what I say unless you do your own research, unless you think for yourself. Like you got one of these. I know you do. It's constantly thinking. Trust me. Most of people live up here, not in you don't even live in the physical 3D realm. Sometimes you live in your head. I mean, nothing is outside of you. So it's like, I always tell people that, like, I want to help you, but if you do not let me help you, I cannot help you the way that I want to anyway, And I'm like, it all boils down to what you want. I'm going to put the information out there. I do not have depression, anxiety, fear, panic attacks, any of that low vibrational stuff anymore. I am always happy. Okay? I do not want to take my life anymore because life is too precious and I have things to do here. So I will not be going anywhere anytime soon, not on my own accord. I just want to put that out there because the stuff I will be talking about, it might trigger some of y'all. Some of y'all might be triggered, but I will always tell you if there is a trigger warning. I will always tell you if there's a trigger warning, if something might trigger some people. But other than that, it's really the fact that I'm telling y'all the truth, and there are people who do not want you to know the truth. Simple. So that's why I Matrix Wednesdays. Okay? Spiritual Mondays. Period. But that's all I really wanted to say. I mean, I talked a little bit about myself, gave you a little insight on who I was before spirituality, who I am becoming a little bit, and what I'm really about. So yeah, see you next time. Period.